Record.
Snap.
What's up, Christian?
What's happening?
Nothing. Just found out we had a really cool sponsor this week.
A really cool sponsor?
Really cool sponsor.
What did we...
Should we just show the video of this really awesome sponsor?
I'm a bit nervous. I don't know about this
I
one.
think they're a really good sponsor.
Alright, I'll trust you on it.
They're excellent. Wow,
Yeah.
that cracked me up right there.
You were right, yeah.
Yeah, no yolk.
Well, I mean, that's great. If that's legit. Where did you find the sponsor?
Just on a little small farm.
Farm Fresh.
There's a lot of good-looking chicks up there. Yeah.
Wow. I was not prepared for this.
Yeah. You smell what I'm stepping in there, Sensei?
I guess so.
Do you want to cue the intro for us?
Yes. Ready, set, intro.
That was terrible. Everything about that.
Add some special effects, will you?
You're the worst. So, question for you. Also, this is our fifth time trying to record this. We've had so much technical crap that's happened. So forgive us. Hopefully don't lose anything else. But so, question for you, C-Train. I listen to a podcast called Ninjas Butterflies, and they take place in Florida. And in Florida and United States of America, there's kind of a joke that the Florida arrests are really crazy. I don't know where that comes from, but look up your date of birth and you'll Florida man and the date of birth that you have, and it'll tell you what your Florida man is. So,
all right, let's see.
Do you have yours right now? Because I can read mine really quick if you want me to.
Yeah, you start us off.
Okay, I'm going to be reading my laptop right here. Florida man used 87-year-old woman as a mop to clean up dog urine. That man on my date of birth, not the actual date of birth, but this year of 2024, this man was arrested on my birthday for using an 87-year-old lady as a mop to clean up his dog's pee.
I mean, who hasn't done that?
I did it last week. So regular Tuesday for me, right?
What
there.
are 80-year-old people for if not to do that?
They got one job.
Yeah, I mean,
come on.
Can't really blame them. Do another one. You got another one?
I do not have another one. I just pulled up that one. You got one or no?
It was an eventful day for. Did you say your birthday?
Did I say my birthday?
I don't know.
No, I did. I don't think I did say my birthday.
When's your birthday?
When's your birthday?
Mine's April 5th.
Dang it! I didn't think you were gonna say it. January 13th.
Oh, don't steal our social security or whatever.
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
Right.
So what is yours?
Be.
I'm afraid to touch anything because every time I touch technology, something shuts off. So I'm not gonna touch my laptop.
I got some good ones.
You got some good ones? Go for it. Just have fun. You can make fun of these
pick
people.
Number 1 through 3.
7.
That's great. All right, yeah, you did great. Good job. You
Right.
had one job.
Rectangle. I choose rectangle.
Color blue.
Number 8.
Man, I can't decide. How about this one? Florida man pulled out machete when karaoke song died. I think this is probably Andrew.
Yeah, Christian's little brother, who we must have on the pod. Wait, can you imagine him pulling out a machete and trying to attack someone?
I can see him pulling on machete when the karaoke song starts.
And he wants to take care of himself at that point. I can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
Is he working tonight?
I think so.
Well, let's go bug him.
Weekend, so yeah.
Let's go bug him. He works at a local watering hole that I frequent.
The address is.
Well, you get another one? Give me another number to choose.
Second best. This one says graphic in front of it, but I think it's fair enough for our audience. Florida man bites chunk out of deputy's head.
When you hear head, do you think it's like from the top up here? Or do you think it's like the face region? Here or face region?
Normally when I think of head, I think of like top of head.
I do too.
Let's delve in a little bit more.
He had to get tetanus shot.
Holmes County, Florida. A Florida deputy is recovering after being attacked at the Vortex Spring Soul Fest by a drugged out volunteer.
Don't do drugs.
Very bad.
Do drugs. No bueno.
A release from the Holmes County Sheriff Office says officials say, officials said James Anderson, the volunteer, attacked a deputy, biting a chunk.
I just picture Barney Fife from Andy Griffith, like,
right?
That's not good. Oh no, you're biting
deputy, me. Yeah,
Andy.
A chunk out of the deputy's head whilst trying to grab his gun.
Oh, dude, and he's alive.
Yeah, the deputy was walking on patrol at the festival.
Wow. Or as Owen Wilson would say, wow.
Yeah, wow.
Wow. Wow.
Oh man, this guy was on a lot of stuff. Basically
he had an eventful evening.
Basically every drug you can possibly consume.
Don't do drugs. They're bad.
Yeah, you'll do bad things. And
you'll bite people's heads.
I'm just going to scroll down to see if he was arrested.
Was he arrested?
No, they let him go.
It's okay. He's just having a really bad
day, bro. Man, there was that article ended abruptly. Anderson is charged with aggravated battery of law enforcement officer and resisting arrest with violence.
I did read one.
Picture if you
sorry, as a mid yawn. Oh wow, yeah, don't show that we are getting in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, was that his head?
Yeah,
that was a chunk. That was like big chungus right there.
I mean,
but I saw another one before. I'm not gonna touch my laptop because my friend gets shut off again. But there's another one. It's way more darker than that. It was Florida man. I can't say the M or K word on YouTube. Apparently, like when you unalive someone.
There you
go. But he unalived his wife and 3 infant children.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, that's not fun.
I'm just laughing at the term unalived. It's just such like a.
But why
I've never
heard
that term until like 2020.
But I do want to know what books you're reading, because I'm on a kick of comic books and nerd stuff. There's another podcast I listen to. 2 guys like you and me just grew up nerds, and they talk comic books. Their podcast is called Secret Identity on YouTube and Spotify. And I mean, it's a little bit for more the mature audience. They use some crass words, but they're a little bit younger than you and I, but still in the millennial age range that they understand what us
souls.
Yeah, well, they're young whippersnappers. But so they talk comic books from like All-Star Superman to The Long Halloween, from Batman to Born Again Daredevil.
I gotta read Batman again. I love those.
What is your favorite Batman story?
Those older The Killing Joke.
The Killing Joke. Why do you like The Killing Joke?
Well, I don't know if it's my favorite.
Or the Unaliving Joke.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, YouTube! Don't come at me, bro. It's what?
It's just it's the classic Joker story, you know.
Why is it so good? Because I'm with you. That's a great story. But why is it so good?
It just shows how heinous he is, I feel like. But how heinous and how, like, carefree he is at the same time. Like,
it's oddly whimsical how awful and evil and wicked the Joker is, but because let's be honest, the Joker is like the best supervillain
Mm-hmm.
of any comic book. I would say like Darth Vader for movie wise of best villains, Joker for comics, hands down. But why is that? Why'd you enjoy it so much?
Well, like I said, it shows that the Joker's depravity he sees as humorous. I feel like.
Enlighten the audience in what aspects. I've read it.
I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but
okay, spoilers from here on out.
Okay, we are doing the spoil. Okay,
we'll do spoiler
if you
review.
haven't read it, I mean, it's been out for what?
It's older than us.
Years?
I remember hearing Kevin Smith's podcast on Fat Man on Batman maybe? Talking about it, and he was doing it when he was in high school, I believe.
Yeah,
and he's in his, I think mid.
Yeah, so it's probably about a little over 40,
late 40s.
I forget. Yeah. So, anyways,
speaking of Batman, I'm wearing a Batman Hawaiian shirt. Just had to show it to the zoom in.
It aims to give the premise of the book is, in my interpretation, it aims to give the Joker an origin story, essentially.
Yeah.
And
because I mean, Joker is his first villain, and does he have an origin story before that? No, he never really does.
It was who wrote Denny
O'Neil and
or was he? Yeah, he's the artist. Yeah,
oh my goodness! I'll insert the writer's name. I feel so terrible.
Feel shameful that I can't remember the writer.
Keep going. No, I'm not looking up because if I do, my laptop's gonna shut off. I can't do technology.
As soon as I hear it, I'll be like, "Durr." But anyways,
I'll insert it later.
Yeah. It's like, so it goes on. It gives kind of like a black and white, drawn in black and white.
The Joker's past
flashback. Yeah, it's kind of like 50s noir style, which I really love to begin with.
Chef's kiss.
And if you like noir, side note, ADD side note, check out Black Sad, because it's just great. Have you read that?
No, I'll check it out.
Oh.
I love noir stuff.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's
we can't be too ADD where we get sidetracked.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
We can talk. You tell me tonight.
Yeah, I'll tell you later. Excuse me.
No, I'm not excusing you.
Don't
get out. Get.
I'm getting like 1,000 texts for no reason right now.
Oh, I get like nothing. Sometimes I text myself messages in the past to send a reminder. It's like, send us text at this time. And it's that part of the stuff. It is stuff. It's mean stuff. Like, no one loves you. You're fat. Yeah. Your beard is not that cool looking.
Totally healthy things to send yourself.
Don't listen to the Patricia
negative self-talk.
I actually named my beard Patricia Shaniqua Hansen. Don't judge me. Continue with Batman and Joker and how great.
Judge him harshly.
Come on, darkness, smile.
Cancel him.
So, but yes, I remember. I think you gave me that book one to read. Do you have that in trade, or do you have it in single issue? Or
are we?
Ladies and gents, we're having technical difficulties.
I know. I don't know what spirit doesn't want us to record this podcast.
We are like the worst millennials ever. We should know technology, but we know Jack Dilly's squat.
Now I look like I'm on like a Zoom meeting for work or something.
Is this camera working? Can you see fine?
Have you seen that guy? He's like,
can you see fine?
Yeah.
Is it working? Because will it work? Can you use that footage?
I'll use this footage.
Yeah.
So you get two different angles of me today.
Yeah, two different discussing. So once again, hi, welcome back, Christian. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm back, baby. This town needs an enema. Joker reference. So back to Joker. So once again,
Killing Joke. Yes.
Yes. While you're talking, make sure you keep talking.
Killing Joke, yeah, I just really love it because it gives an origin story to the Joker.
A light origin story.
Yeah, as well as goes on to show why, like, he's very negatively influential in a few characters' story arcs there. We're doing spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. Just
He paralyzes Batgirl.
Barbara, no!
Yeah. In
Barbara
front of her
Gordon.
dad.
Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah. Which, as a father, that's a low blow.
I mean,
To shoot your dog. He shoots her in the spine.
Does he shoot her in the chest and it hits her spine?
I had something like
Oh,
that.
he shoots her like in the
hip,
abdomen, in the hip
yeah,
area, and it paralyzes her.
Um,
What I hate about it, well, first of all, I hate that it happens, but it does. It's a great story, and it shows how strong she is going through. We won't say exactly what happens to her or Commissioner Gordon because there is some, I would say, SA. You know what I mean?
oh, yeah.
You might put on a spelling when I say that because you can't say it on YouTube, so I gotta say SA.
Yeah.
But she was, oh, dude, both of them very strong. But what I hate about is the Joker's wearing a Hawaiian shirt, and we're both wearing Hawaiian shirts. But I'm like, oh, he really ruined it for a style. Not
Right.
really, but
Well, that's what's kind of funny about it too is he's committing like
he looks like a tourist.
very deadly assault. Yeah, but I don't know if it was intended to be a deadly assault, but
I don't think it was. I think he just wanted to.
yeah,
I can't remember. Did he know that Barbara Gordon was Batgirl?
I think so. I think so, and that's the other part of this.
I think. Are you saying the very last page?
Well, that's what I'm saying is like.
Are you going? Well, I was gonna say keep going. Sorry, keep going. ADD.
Is there's a lot that they leave up to the reader's
reader.
imagination for you to figure out or interpret. They don't explicitly tell you this is what happens for certain very important parts of the story.
Like spoiler, the last page when Batman and Joker shaking hands. Mm-hmm. Because if I can show an image of it, I'll probably just throw it up there. But it's like Joker and Batman, they're laughing, and all of a sudden the laughing stops. I can't remember if there's like a crack sound you hear. Is there a crack sound in the laugh?
I thought so.
I can't remember.
Or are we imagining this?
Probably imagining it because of what I thought. This is imagine like a what if story kind of thing. Do you think Batman killed the Joker?
Do I think?
Do you think the Batman killed the Joker? Because personally, I want to say yes because, I mean, at some point, that's why I like the character Wolverine. I mean, of course, like 90% of his villains all have healing factor, which is kind of funny to me. I don't know why they all have to have a healing factor, but he still tries to put down his enemies for good, put them down 6 feet under kind of thing.
Right.
Batman, he can do it, but he's like got this moral code like I can't kill, I won't kill Rachel. Where's Rachel? Like he won't kill. I don't get it, but at the same time, he's a lot to blame for a lot of death in Gotham.
Yeah,
because he won't just put these animals down. Do you think he put the Joker down in that last page?
Based on context clues, I do feel like he may have like finally had enough of the Joker and been like, "You gotta go.
Enough of these shenanigans.
Yeah,
Dogs and goats, you're out. Peace, love, save the butterflies." Don't tell me you went off again. Were you not plugged in the entire time?
No, I was just plugged in.
Oh, I was gonna say we are not doing good at this point. Just call it a night.
Right.
Good night, San Francisco. He reads everything that's on the teleprompter.
Yeah. No, we're good. Yeah. Check. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So you think he does take the Joker out?
I think so.
You think so? But what makes the Joker such a great villain in your eyes? Well, first of all, is the Joker your favorite villain? Who is your favorite villain if you have one?
The Batman universe?
Batman, yes, but I think I know your top tier echelon villain. You want me to guess it really quick?
Sure.
Magneto.
Yeah, that's probably it.
I
Yeah.
love Magneto as a villain, but I love the dude as a hero too.
He's just, I mean, he's got
He's so complex. Why is he so good?
he is and he isn't though. I mean, he's very like, what's the word, staunch on
Well, yeah.
his views. Like he's very like, this is what I believe, and I'm gonna continue to believe it.
Well, he's got every right. He survived through Dachau.
Yeah.
Or was it Auschwitz or Dachau he survived through? I can't remember. It's one of the biggest.
I think it was Auschwitz.
Was it Auschwitz?
Yeah.
Because.
Oh, side note, Maus. Have you read Maus?
No, I have not.
That's
Oh, no, the mouse one?
Maus.
Yes. I did read that. I forgot the name of it for a second. The mouse and the cat one.
Yeah. It's like
Yes, we had to read it for
Nazi
school back in
weapons.
the day, yeah.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was really good. I learned a lot from that book, comic book, but
Would you consider that a comic book, though? Or is that more of a graphic novel? Because I get really annoyed.
Sure.
I get really annoyed by people like, it's a graphic novel. It's like, just stop. Don't sound pretentious. Just enjoy it for the meaning it is. It's a fun, well, that one is not a fun read. It's a very hard read to go through.
Yeah.
But it's still teaching you something.
I mean, technically it would be a graphic novel, but
Because they say like Watchmen, like
comic,
Watchmen's a graphic novel.
comics. I consider comic like an art style. Like it's the style.
Yeah.
It's overarching, so it's technically both a comic and a graphic novel. But in my eyes,
So, what is your go-to then? Like, your favorite one, your favorite graphic novel, your favorite
of
like
all time,
your favorite one.
oof, I haven't read it in a while, but I'll probably get some hate. Marvel.
My
versus-
Little Pony.
Marvel versus DC.
Oh,
Just
dude.
because it was
Yes.
the time, like it was my
Mid-
first real comic, I think.
I remember being a little kid at your house in I'll just say Grand Rapids. That one house, and we're in your bunk bed in your room with. I remember Aaron was across from us in his bunk bed, your older brother, and we were going through. I have it. I'll just show an image of it right in the podcast, but I have that too. I love the fact that they had all these characters fight each other, like, and you had to vote. Like, hey, you have Wolverine and Lobo fighting each other. All right, readers, vote to who wins this fight.
Right.
And then Wolverine, spoilers, wins the fight, and he's at the space bar.
Yeah.
And he sits up on the bar, pulls himself up, pulls a cigar.
Yeah. It was well drawn too.
It was
what I
really
liked
good.
about it.
Who are some of the artists? Can you remember?
I forget. I don't even know.
I haven't read that in maybe
And
10 years.
I guess I say that favorite as like a nostalgic favorite. I wouldn't say the storyline was the greatest or anything.
No. I mean, the dude was, there was a homeless guy hiding, like, protecting a box.
Yeah.
Like, don't look in this box. And the box was in, like, a gateway between the DC and Marvel universe.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I had a problem with is Batman and Captain America, I think they were in Gotham fighting each other in the sewers.
Yeah.
I love Batman, but I still think Cap would have won against him.
Yeah, probably. I mean, realistically, yeah.
Because Cap lands a few punches on him. I'm sorry, he's a super soldier. He's got enhanced strength. Batman's still just a man.
Yeah.
No, nothing against Batman. He's a great hero. Still flawed that he won't put down his enemies. But I digress. What was one fight that was your favorite as a kid when you read that book? Because this guy is the guy who got me hooked on comics.
Yeah, I mean,
You're the one who got me. You're like my dealer when we were kids.
I mean, most certainly it was the Wolverine versus Lobo,
That was just so cool.
and that was the first time that's where they developed Darkclaw, right?
Yeah,
Or
Darkclaw,
was he before
when
that?
the two universes collided, like the DC heroes and the Marvel heroes collided and became their, like,
That's like been
it was, you take Wolverine and Batman, boom, you had Darkclaw. You had Superman and Captain America, you had the Super Soldier. You had who's another one? Spider-Man and Superboy. You had Spider-Boy. That was really original. But then you had like Storm and Wonder
Was
Woman.
it Nightcrawler and the Goblin?
No, it was
Or
Nightcrawler and the Creeper. It was the Night Creeper. You know Creeper?
Yeah, I mean vaguely. I didn't remember reading that book though. Okay.
And then they had all these other characters like Storm, like I said, Storm and Wonder Woman, which I think they had Flash and Quicksilver mashup, which I'm like, that's just why wouldn't you? That's really simple. But yeah, I remember that. That was a lot of fun, and it was really cool. I'm gonna reread that because I remember the one shot of Spider-Man in the Ben Reilly suit, like. Once again, I have all these images up here because it was such a fun read.
Yeah.
Stupid but fun.
Yeah. No, I mean that's probably the quintessential like nostalgic comic for me. But what about you? What's your favorite?
Graphic novel? I don't really know because I feel like for you, graphic novel, I feel it's more like smart and intelligent reading.
I would just say comic in general. Anything in
Because
the
if you
comic
go
art style.
if you go graphic novel, I'm gonna be cliche and say The Watchmen. And it's just Alan Moore's The Watchmen, really good, or Alan Moore's Swamp Thing, really good. But if you go comic book, I just love Chris Claremont's run on the X-Men. His 17 years working diligently and working on these characters with love and compassion and just devotion to these heroes that we all grew up and loved. I mean, we met Chris Claremont. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
I had a stack like this much of like key issues of Wolverine. You remember what he said to me? I really wish I got a picture with him. I didn't get a picture with him. I'm really disappointed. Really? But he's signing all these issues. He looks up at me. He's like, and he goes, "So, big Wolverine fan?" And I look back at him and go, "What gave it away?" And he goes,
Wes was the bane of his existence.
Well, no, his favorite character is Nightcrawler. And, I mean, when I was a little kid, Nightcrawler was my favorite character. But as I got older, I just relate to Wolverine in more dark, edgy. Like, I remember seeing Hugh Jackman play Wolverine. I remember at your house, the house that you mostly grew up in, by where your parents live now. We were in the basement watching X-Men.
I think we had a VHS.
We did have a VHS. We're that old. We had VHS. Do you still have that? If you do, awesome.
My mom probably does.
My mom does not.
Keeps everything. You didn't bury Jenna with
Jenny did not get that. She did not get that. We buried her with her label maker. That woman loved her label maker. Don't ask me why. That was weird. But I remember being a kid watching that in the basement. And I remember yelled at Andrew, like, "Go upstairs, you can't watch this."
Too violent.
And it was Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine. And he's in the cage in Alberta, Canada. And they're like, "And introducing yet again the winner, the Wolverine." And he's just got a cigar and he's just being all cool, like, like that against the cage. It's kind of like the noir sense. And I was like, that's cool. But I do have to ask, did you see the Deadpool 3 trailer?
I think I did.
It took the sleeves off Wolverine.
Well, he has it on for some, man.
He does. Well, the reason he has it on for some is because they filmed outside, and Hugh Jackman is like he can get skin cancer pretty easy.
Yeah.
So I just burped. So they gave him sleeves.
But Wolverine can't. No.
Yeah. Hugh Jackman, you can heal rapidly. Come on, get with the program. You're
be a more
Wolverine. I'll never do that again. I'm so sorry. But I'm very happy to see. Just to be in the prime of comic book entertainment, even though the most recent Marvel films have just sucked. I'm sorry.
I'm behind.
I have the last Marvel film I saw was with my buddy Jeremiah. We saw Shang-Chi.
That was good.
That was actually entertaining.
Yeah.
Up until when his best friend shot down the dragon with a bow and arrow, and she's not been trained like at all. But that they really missed the mark with the dragon. It should have been Fing Fang Foom.
Yeah.
It should have been that. Like, remember? Did you ever play Marvel Ultimate Alliance? Remember that game, the X Men Legacy,
Yeah,
X Men
vaguely.
Legends games?
Yeah.
It was the same ballpark.
Mm.
I'm sorry, cut you off. What were you gonna say?
No, I didn't. I've never read any Shang-Chi titles, so I don't.
I've read a little bit.
Was
Keep
it
going.
Fing Fang? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Fing Fang Foom.
Fing Fang Foom.
Yeah, because I was like, that's a weird name for a
It's
character.
dude. It's Stan Lee,
Yeah, well, I know
Come
it's
on.
par for the course, but
J. Jonah Jameson, Peter Parker, Sue Storm, Reed
was
Richards.
he exclusively part of that
No, he was just
universe?
he's a dragon and all that.
Yeah.
But like, you put a dragon in a Marvel film, you missed the mark when it could have been your most popular dragon character. You throw in a dragon, boom, make it Fing Fang Foom, put on the weird green underwear that he wears in the comic
Well,
books.
because that was a Jack Kirby design too.
It was a Jack, I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe it was Jack Kirby. And first of all, how great was the King? He was the best artist of all time. Like, I mean, created Silver Surfer, Dark Side, the New Gods, all like. What is your favorite Jack Kirby character that he drew?
Creation.
Well, I don't know creation. Like, what's your favorite?
Oh, that he just
Yeah,
like,
your
of
favorite
that
character.
style?
Like, if we're gonna take Stan Lee and DC comic books and just like Marvel and DC and put them together, like, what was your favorite Jack Kirby art wise creation?
I don't know. I really liked what he did with the Fantastic Four, even though I'm not a huge Fantastic Four
You
fan.
you stole my answer.
But like Doctor Doom, like
That's not my answer.
Yeah.
I was not gonna say Doctor Doom, but you're in the same ballpark. Definitely the FF, the first family of Marvel, hands down.
And I like how he does Spider-Man too, like the simplicity and.
That's not Stan Lee. That's not Jack Kirby.
Well, I know he didn't invent him, but
Well, no, he
draws
did. He
him,
did
right?
not draw him. No, that was Steve Ditko.
The first
Amazing Fantasy issue 15, the first issue of Spider-Man that he debuts in,
okay,
is Steve Ditko. He drew. Steve Ditko didn't stick
I guess
around
that
very
makes
long.
sense now that you say that.
He drew Doctor Strange and who else? He's a creator of the characters like the Question, and he just fell at the face of the earth. Like, he just didn't get to draw anymore. Sorry, did I just kind of burst your bubble of your nerd card?
No, I just I can't.
Hand in your nerd card. You can't have it anymore.
Oh wow! No, now that I'm looking at Jack Kirby's Spider-Man.
Yeah, is it the one that the web gun?
Yeah, I've never seen this before.
Once again, I'm putting it up there. I mean, he's a great artist, but Steve Ditko did bring Spider-Man to life. He is the best artist for Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm getting my timelines mixed up, I guess. So.
But,
yeah, no, I mean, I love. Yeah,
because Jack Kirby
even
did.
get
Like,
here?
what's that?
How did we get to this point?
Dude, it doesn't matter. We're here now. But Jack Kirby, I would definitely say, for me, I love the Thing. The ever loving blue-eyed Thing for the Fantastic Four. He's such a tragic hero who doesn't want to be what he is, but still does what he has to do to protect people.
Yeah, he just. I mean, he reminds me of like an old timey like fireman who's just like.
Well, you know who he's based on, right? Who Stanley based the personality off of?
I vaguely remember. I know.
The Thing is based after Jack Kirby.
Is it?
He based the Thing after Jack Kirby. He's always got a cigar, always smokes a cigar, because Jack Kirby always had a cigar when drawing. But how cool would it have been to see those? Like, that's one thing.
Yeah,
Have a time machine. I want to go back in the day to see the Mary Marvel bullpen.
Right.
To see them in their prime, because Marvel, I'm gonna hate to break it to you guys, you're not good at like you used to be. They preach too much in their books, like just
sending a hitman right now.
And this is coming from a dude who, like, a hardcore Wolverine reader, but they're not good. There's, first of all, too many ads in the book. I'm not gonna say just political. It's like every other page is an ad.
Yeah.
And it ticks me off. I paid $5 for ads.
Yeah.
ads. But then Dark Horse does it. They do it right. Dark Horse does it right. When I get a Hellboy book, they have all their ads in the back of the book. That's how you do it. Put all your ads in the back of the book. I don't want to be interrupted by, here's a watch of the Black Panther you can have.
Right.
For five,
It
no.
definitely disrupts the story.
It does, and I hate it.
And it's probably counterproductive for sales if you really think about it. But
What do you mean? Explain.
because of that reason, I know a lot of people feel the same way. Like it takes you out of the story immediately. Like you're reading a Spider-Man book, it gets to a good point, and then it's like you can buy the Spider-Man watch.
Here's a Black Panther watch you can have for $700.
I'm like, that was back when I used to read those books, but
I mean, do you read anymore? Do you like single issues? Because I still read.
Not of the main.
Because
the big ones, no.
I still get Wolverine. I don't get as much Marvel anymore as I used to. I still get Wolverine, Spider-Man, and I used to read Punisher, but then when Punisher became, wouldn't carry guns anymore, I'm like, I don't care anymore. Daredevil, not as good as it used to be. The one run you're reading right now, I can't remember the artist or the writer at the moment, but really good. The Marvel we're just talking the phone on for the monsters. I'll throw that on there right there. But I read those ones.
It's a Man Without Fear, right?
Yeah. I used to read Thor as well, but just it got a little political, and I don't like.
But you used to read what?
Thor. Not Thor. Deadpool. I used to read. I don't know what got Thor in my head. I used to read Deadpool, but it got too political. The writer for it, she put her political beliefs and she wrote herself into the story. Right. It became Deadpool's love interest, and I was like, stop. Just how pompous and arrogant are you to write yourself into the main story? But stories I'm getting into, Space Ghost from Hanna-Barbera and Thundercats.
I heard the Thundercats was good.
It was really good. Also, for you and listeners, Universal Studios have put out monster titles.
Oh, yeah.
I want to give you because your favorite monster is
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
They released the book. If you want to borrow the first issue.
So they're doing each individual character.
They're doing each individual monster in their own storyline.
Okay, yeah.
If you'd like to read it, you could borrow the issue.
Oh, it's already out?
It's out. I just got it. If you want to borrow it, you can. I don't care. Go for it. Yeah. I want it back because it was simple, a little slow at some parts, but when it picks up, and it's like.
I mean, that's how the movies were, though. I mean, they were at a slow pace.
I mean, watch episode 3 and you'll find out how I feel about the Creature from Black Lagoon. I mean, the lead actress in that. Ooh, hubba. Oh, wagga.
Yeah, you're talking about the creature, right?
Yeah, that's what I said right there. Get those pretty fish lips on you. Oh, wagga. Get them gills. But, so for you, what are books that you compel you to read a book in comic books? What is something that really draws you into a story?
Oh, just idea-wise?
Anything. And it doesn't have to be Marvel, DC, Image Comics, whatever. It can be something that really draws you into the story.
I like it when the characters are flawed. Very flawed. Because I can relate to that, because I am very flawed.
Hey, Hollywood, look at your character, Rey Skywalker. Listen to this man right now. Make your character flawed. I'm sorry to say, a Mary Sue character sucks.
Yeah.
We want our characters flawed and relatable. Continue. Take example from Fallout series. Lucy. Great character. Continue.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like it when characters have such strong ideals that they're infallible.
Yeah,
100% of the time. It just it takes me totally out of the story. I need a character that's messing up, and you can see them messing up, and you're like, oh, I've been there before. I've done that same thing. And
okay, so we have our character that can't screw up at all, can't fail at all. What is that character? Captain America. Okay, what's one character going to be flawed and fail? And so you have the character can't fail at all, you say Captain America. The character that can fail all the time and like you relate to them. Who is it?
Oh, I mean, it's kind of an obscure. Well, not obscure, but Marco from Saga is one I particularly relate to.
What? First of all, Saga, great story.
Mm-hmm.
But why Marco?
Because I feel like I made a lot of the same trajectory as far as like he becomes a father in the story.
Spoilers.
And that's the entire story: is he becomes a father, and
It is an awesome space opera, though. It's such a great story.
And he kind of had, there's kind of a forbidden love interest there, and that's kind of my story as well.
I'm right here. It's not forbidden.
Right.
It's a big boy.
But I mean, I kind of took to it, and it's probably the time of life I was reading it too. It was very familiar to me. So
I mean, we were in our mid-20s because I remember we went to C2E2 one year, and we rented a hostel. You had the top bunk, and I bought like the first 2 volumes of Saga, and you plowed through them in like one night.
yeah,
You could not put them down.
I looked at it and I was like, "What is this? Like, this isn't like I don't like the art style on the cover. First of all, I don't think at first.
I love the art style.
Or no, I like the art style on the cover. I didn't like the art style on the pages until I started to get into it. And I was like, okay, I see what she's doing here.
I can't remember
Sarah
what's her
Pichelli?
name.
You're not Sarah Pichelli. I'm sorry,
Whoever you are, your art is great.
No, Sarah Pichelli did Spider-Man.
Dude, I know more writer names than I do artist names.
You're a great artist, and I'm sorry.
You know more the artist names. I know more the writer names.
Yeah, Brian K.
Vaughan.
It is Brian K. Vaughan.
Brian K. Vaughan. If not, I just bleeped out my own voice and put in the new name.
Yeah. I always get him and the dude who does The Walking Dead.
Robert Kirkman.
Yeah, Robert Kirkman. I always get them mixed up.
See, I know my writers.
Yeah.
Which, you got to read Invincible. Don't watch the show. Read the book.
Right. That's Robert Kirkman too? Right?
Yeah, it's Robert Kirkman, yeah. And Ryan Otley, if I'm pronouncing his name right.
He's got an interesting style.
I love it. I want him to keep doing Spider-Man. He did Spider-Man for a run, and his art is just so freaking good.
Yeah.
He just... Oh, Ryan Otley's so awesome.
See, that's the thing, like, with... I cannot like an artist style, but if they do, like, really good dynamic poses and stuff...
Like Tom McFarlane's Spider-Man, how he did, like, what you did with the legs up, that one episode, I think it was like episode 2, like legs up.
Yeah, if you don't overdo it like that, but...
well, for Spider-Man it works, but for certain characters, like, why are you doing that?
But yeah, if you do, like, really dynamic poses and cool splash pages and stuff, I really, like, I'll take to you, but...
Like, what's one artist that when you see their name on a book, you always pick up?
Oh, gosh. I mean... He doesn't really do comics as much, but Gendy Tartakovsky.
Watch your tongue. This is a children's podcast. Tartakovsky. I don't. What's he done?
Dexter. Well, he's.
Oh, is it artist for Dexter?
He's the artist for
Dexter's Laboratory.
Samurai Jack.
Oh, how did I not know that name? I should know that name.
He does. Well, okay, sorry. Over him, Bruce Timm, obviously.
I was gonna say, dude, I'm shocked you'd say Bruce Timm. Bruce Timm. First of all, as weird as it is, I don't care how creepy as it sounds. As a red-blooded American man, how he drew a woman in cartoon form to still be oddly attractive.
Yeah.
How did he do it? But first of all, Bruce Timm, if you have not seen Batman the Animated Series, you are missing out. I mean, when you read Batman, whose voice do you hear when Batman's speaking?
Oh, yeah. Gosh, why can't I think of his name? I'm just blanking on everything today. It starts with a C, right? Kevin Conrad. Came to me. I've had a long week.
Whose voice do you hear when you hear the Joker?
Mark Hamill.
I don't know, Batsy. Yeah. I mean, well, dude, except for Mark Hamill, dude, you're an idiot.
Did you know who else auditioned for that role?
For who? Oh, which character?
Joker.
Give me multiple choice. Give me 3 different people, but give me the right one.
Well, shoot. Now I'm blanking on his name.
You're giving me the facts. Like,
Sorry.
you know the one guy who tried out for the role of
face in my
Joker?
head.
Oh, I forgot his name, but this is who he is.
Oh, no, I know.
Okay, give me 3.
Okay, 3. Gosh, I'm blanking on everybody's name.
Let me get the actors' names.
The
too.
little guy, the little guy from Everyone Loves, or Everybody.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
The sad part is just the little guy, I'm like Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Okay, so he played the Penguin. Okay.
Yes. And Tim Curry. And,
Pennywise.
Who's the guy that does the cowbell?
Christopher Walken.
Yeah. Which one of those?
I think I heard this. I think it was Tim Curry.
You got it.
I think it was Tim Curry because the It limited series came out slightly before the animated series. But let's be honest, I don't like Mark Hamill as a person. He's a complete prick. And butt wipe. I'm not going to say other words. But his depiction of the Joker is hands down. Like, Heath Ledger crushed it live action. Sorry, Jack Nicholson, hated it. I did not like Jack Nicholson as Joker. He was the fat Joker. Like, you ever dance with the devil in pale moonlight? This town needs an enema. I hated his Joker so much. Michael Keaton as Batman. Not bad. Wasn't my generation's Batman, but I do like him more as like the Batman Beyond Batman, like the old man in the chair Batman. But I flipping hate Jack Nicholson as a Joker. Hate him so much.
Yeah.
It sucks. It actually makes me angry. Heath Ledger crushed it. But Mark Hamill, when I still read the books, I will always hear Mark Hamill's voice. And, hello, Batsy! I always hear that every time.
Tim Curry's is very similar.
Was it? Is there like any YouTube footage that you can find?
Reel, I think of it somewhere, but it would have been interesting. Mark Hamill definitely was a good casting.
It definitely was. Like, we were playing the Batman Arkham games, and he was the Joker from that. Do you ever play those games, the Batman Arkham games?
Oh yeah.
I remember a kid at Silver Lake. Flashback to like episode 3, no 4. We were talking about video games. That was one of the games we played at Silver Lake. Was Batman Arkham games. Those are just so good. But yeah, I think what time are we at? 48.
My clock's off. I don't know.
Well, your clock is. So if you want to, first of all, sorry for the weird footage this week.
Something was not wanting us to record today.
It was probably Chad.
Yeah.
But well, thank you for wasting your time with us. We are the
Deep Fried Wizard Podcast.
All right, toast my goats.